Aloha and welcome to Obsidian Mountain Raceway and the Euro-Mania Series Round 4. We're going to get straight to those groups and not waste any time. Find out who's racing with who. We all know about the rules. Keep your roof to the sun. Get across that finish line. Get as many points as you can. Pole positions are rotated each heat so that all the drivers can get a pole position start. Highest scoring driver in the round will get pole position for the next round of their group, I should say. And there's your points. All right, so now let's get to those groups. We have Dana Bishop in that Lotus Elise. We got Danielson in the McLaren F1, and we got DRR in that BMW, and we got Keldon in that Jaguar. Then we got Clutch from Team Big Bomb DIECAST in that Aston Martin Vulcan. Sharky from Vulcan Raceway in that Alpine. We got Princess Sparkle from Team Raven in that McLaren P1 and Terranos, closing out that group. And then we got D-Stan in that 177 Aston Martin. We got Crazy Chris in that Bugatti. We got V-Man in that GT2 Porsche, and Coolcast in the Huracan. And then we got Casto in that Lamborghini Scion. Hikari Rin and Kane Stewart and Numbskull in that Group 3. I got way behind on that one. And so we're on Group 5, and there I'm just going to let you read through it because I totally lost place on that. So here's your final group before we get to the actual racing. All right, here we go. Group 1. Keep your roof to the sun. We got Dana Bishop leading them out in that Elise. And they come down into the pipeline. She gets spun around there. And we got Danielson in the McLaren F1 taking the lead, followed up by DRR. And then we had Dana come in third, and DRR did not finish. Keldon Raven came in second for that one. All right, Danielson's in the pole position in that McLaren. Taking him, whoa, and we have just lost Keldon in turn 1. And wow, he slid all the way down there. But Danielson's taken the win, followed by Dana and then DRR. All right, Heat 3. We got Keldon in that Jaguar up front, taking him down through the pipeline, and he flips over again coming out of Calamity Corner. And Danielson takes the win, followed up by DRR and then Dana Bishop in third. And another DNF goose egg for Keldon. All right, rotated the lanes, and we have DRR in the pole position, going to lead him down in that BMW. And Keldon was making a challenge, but he got spun around there, and the last 3 drivers being pushed, Dana had to get pushed over and manages to take third place over Danielson. But Danielson does take the lead out of that group and will get pole position in round 5, whatever group he ends up in. All right, Group 2, Heat 1. We got Clutch leading them down in that Aston Martin Vulcan, followed up by Princess Sparkle. She's our current points leader overall. But we got Sharky. Oh my, did you see that scoop back there? Sharky took the lead, followed up by Clutch, and then Princess Sparkle, and then Terranos. But wow, I wish I got a replay on that one. You might want to go back and check that first heat out after you finish watching this the first time. Alright, Princess Sparkle and that McLaren P1's got the charge on all the way down Memorial Drive and across the finish line first, followed by Terranos coming in second. And then we had Clutch coming in third. And Sharky came in fourth that time. So now we have Terranos up front in that pole position, leading them down the pipeline, being challenged hard by Sharky. And as they come around that final turn, Sharky got up on the sidewalk, could not make that final pass. And Terranos takes that win, followed up by Sharky. And now Sharky has the final pole position for their last heat, leading them down the pipeline. And Terranos gets spun around and smacked by the other two cars while Sharky just takes it all the way home. Princess Sparkle crosses second, and Terranos crashed out. And Clutch is going to take third place. And Sharky is going to get pole position for his next group in round 5. Group 3, here we go. All right. Now we got D-Stan on the pole position. Crazy Chris right next to him in that Bugatti. And they were side by side for a minute there, but D-Stan took off. Chris got spun around there, but he's still moving. And then we got V-Man third, and Coolcast spun out and didn't cross the finish line. So he's going to start out with a goose egg, big 0. All right, now we got V-Man in the pole position. D-Stan's next to him in that Aston Martin 177. They're driving even, and D-Stan takes the lead, spins around, driving backwards across the finish line, followed by V-Man. And then Coolcast and Crazy Chris. Wow. All right, here we go. Coolcast has the Huracan in the lead position and leading them down into the pipeline through Calamity Corner down Memorial Drive. They all got just before I was saying that, and there's a little smack there at the end by D-Stan. But yeah, they got a little crowded up there at the line, but Coolcast did take that first place in the Huracan. All right, and now we got Crazy Chris and that Bugatti taking the advantage lane, leading them down the pipeline. He's got a good lead, and D-Stan just crashed out coming out of Calamity Corner. V-Man's going to take second. Nope, that was third. Yep, V-Man takes third, and the Huracan crossed just before him. And so we got Crazy Chris in the Bugatti is going to take the pole position in his next group, round 5. All right, channel break. Now, I don't have any particular channel I'm going to shout out for, so I'm going to let you know some of the things that I got planned for the next few weeks or upcoming weeks after this event and into the new year. Of course, we got the Obsidian Mountain DIECAST Sports Report, where I'll fill you in on the haps around the Obsidian Mountain Raceway and with the GDM team and garage. We also got Big Rig Racing coming up soon. That's divided into 2 parts. Part 1 is the 8 rigs in the best 2 out of 3 races to see who gets the most points. Then they're going to race in bobtail without their trailers, and then all their points combined. Coming in 2023, we have the Totem Wars. Challengers have to face off against a gauntlet of other challengers, and then if they make it through that, they can then take on the top 10 fastest drivers on the totem. who's going to add their name to those list of legends. Perhaps you. It will be a mail-in event. And then, of course, we have the Aloha Invitational returning in the spring of next year. That will be taking place early spring. I'm guessing around March or so, maybe a little bit into April. And then, of course, the return of Obsidian Mountain Enduro Challenge 100. We just finished this event just before the Euro-Mania Series started. And question is, will we be seeing a repeat of champions, or will we have a new one crowned? So that stuff's coming up for you in the near future. Right now, back to the action and Group 4. Casto's leading them down in that Lamborghini Scion. Down the pipeline, everybody's looking tight but good. They get a little spacing there between them, and like a train, they cross the finish line. Numbskull taking up the caboose position, coming in fourth. We rotating positions, and we got Kane Stewart in the Lamborghini LP leading them down, but that Scion, wow, did you see that spin around and recovery? That was amazing. We're going to have to take another look at that. All right, as they come down now, Kane Stewart gets underneath Casto right there, spins him around. Numbskull comes through, pops him, and completely spins him around, and he recovered. That's worth another look. I should have put another replay up there, but you can always go back and check that out later. Definitely make it the highlights. All right, here we go. Now we got Numbskull leading the way backwards across the finish line, followed by Kane Stewart, and then Casto and Hakiri Rin. All right, final heat for Group 4. We got Hakiri Rin leading them down, taking the pole position. Numbskull fighting for it, and he wins that battle. He got pushed a little bit, straightens out. Numbskull crossing the finish line first, Hakiri second. And then we had Casto in third, and Kane Stewart closed out fourth. And we got a tie between Casto and Numbskull. Let's see who's going to get pole position in the next round. All right, here we go. Group 5. We got Bo Jiden leading them down in that speedtail. Spins around on Memorial Drive, being pushed a little bit by Cube Boyd in that silver Bugatti. And we had Zelda finish in third and Puff finish in fourth. And now we got Zelda in that black Lamborghini leading them down the pipeline and up on that ramp again, and another one bites the dust and smacks up my newer cars. And there is Zelda smack, and there goes my Batista smack. And let's look at it again. I didn't get enough punishment the first time. I'm sending you a bill for that, Zelda. In the meantime, the Speedtail did take the win on that. Bo Jiden took first place. All right, here we go. Puff has the advantage lane. Let's see if we can do something with it. Being challenged by the Bugatti, Chris Boyd, but it's Zelda who takes the lead. But look at Puff, comes back around with the reverse maneuver and takes first. What a great move by Puff for Puff Racing in that Porsche Carrera. All right, Cube Boyd in the pole position, leading them down into that first turn. He's getting the lead, then takes him into that Calamity Corner backwards, followed by Bo Jiden and the Speedtail. And then we got Puff and Zelda closing up the ranks. And here are your final scores. And it's going to be Bo Jiden in that Speedtail, getting himself a pole position in the next group for round 5. All right, race fans and drivers, here we go. The last group of the night. And we got Death is Art leading them down in that Lotus of Egypt. They get a little spinny down there on the pipeline coming through Calamity Corner. Okay, though. And, whoa, okay. We had Patty Cakes do a little park job there on the rim. But the Alfa Romeo, driven by Pops, didn't get to finish. Got caught up on the side rails there. But he's going to take pole position right here. And we just had the Renault wipe out right out of that first turn. And Pops is going to take that win. And let's see what happened to the Renault. Flying Fenman goes into the corner. He's up on his side right there, only being held up by Patty Cakes in that Porsche. But once she clears out of that corner, and he just rolls it, and it was all over. Heat 3, my, the fun is going too fast. All right, we got Flying Fenman in the pole position in that Renault, leading him down the pipeline. And Death is Art gets a little spinny back there, but everybody seems to be okay. And we had a pass there by Pops in that Alfa Romeo over the Renault. And he took first place for that. The Renault came in second. And we got Patty Cakes Hot Wheels up in the pole position. Got the advantage lane going into the pipeline. Spins out coming down the pipeline, but gets through Calamity Corner. Pops gets a little squirrely there, being pushed by the Renault. Death is Art comes in and slams the Renault across the line, but doesn't get to finish himself. And we got Patty Cakes Hot Wheels taking that point lead for that group. And she'll get a pole position for the next group. So here's where they were last week after round 3. And we got Princess Sparkles was the overall points leader there with 90 points. And we had Crazy Chris at 88 as well as Dana Bishop at 88. And here are the new scores. Round 3 and round 4 combined together now. And we still have Princess Sparkles in the overall points lead at 120. And we got Casto and Crazy Chris both at 118, right on her bumper. We got Danielson and Dana Bishop following up that top 5, and then Clutch, Kane Stewart, Cool Cast, Numbskull, and Sharky would close out the top 10 points leader overall after round 4. All right, well, don't go away. Got a little exhibition race for you here. Just a couple races by a few of the bobtail rigs. But please be sure to like, comment, and if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Every comment, every like helps this channel grow. All right, we got the Renan rig versus the Ford C900. The Renan's a Hot Wheels, and the Ford is Matchbox. And the Hot Wheels Renan rig is going to take that first win. And so we switched the lanes for them. We'll send them down again. And they came down even, but the Renan rig takes the lead out of that first turn. And it's going to take it all the way home across that finish line. There's the C900. And there you go. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the races, and please remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and like. Mahalo, aloha, very much appreciated for your comments, likes, and subscriptions. Keep your roof to the sun, and I'll catch you at the races.